Hey there, it's me. I just thought I would check in today. I'm going to talk a little bit about high schools. I have a little bit of a different background. I'm in my dining room instead of in my office because my office is being redone. So hopefully, the next time you see me, I'll have a beautifully repainted office. We've got some new flooring, got a new desk. So I'm really excited about all that. But I did want to talk a little bit about high school. I only spent a short amount of time in high school, so I don't speak about it. I spent 4 years in high school as a student, but I spent a short amount of time in high school as an administrator, and I've never been a teacher at that level. And so I do feel like my knowledge at that level is somewhat incomplete. However, I did want to talk a little bit about the fact that I got this flyer from my son's school. Yes, Cottonwood High School is my son's school, and it's just a beautiful flyer. It's got the principal on here and the assistant principals. It's got all of their counselors. They've got four assistant principals, and they've got one, two, three, four, five, six counselors. That's pretty amazing. So the question that I have is that I'm not exactly sure what the counselors do. We've talked a lot about social and emotional learning and the mental health of young people, especially after COVID, and yet we have counselors who don't do any sort of counseling. So the work that they do at the school is to make sure that students are registering for all their credits, that they're getting their credits accomplished, that they're on the track to graduation, basically. So they're like in charge of master schedules and schedules of students. So I don't know that that's really the best use of our counseling staff. Maybe I'm wrong. And then four assistant principals and one principal. So, like five administrators to do the work of a high school. And I recognize that there are a lot of students, but let's take a look at some of the results from Cottonwood High School. So, they have 35% of their students as of the last testing cycle, which would have been 2021. They have 35% of their students proficient in English language arts. Now, I'm not sure, they don't give the RISE, which is an elementary level test, but I'm not sure exactly what they get. But 35% of the students who are taking the language arts test are proficient. Not even 20% of the students who are taking the math test are proficient, and 24% of the students who are taking the science test are proficient. There aren't growth scores in this set of data because, of course, we didn't have testing in 2020 because of COVID. About 46% of the students are getting 18 or higher on their ACT. So, I just wonder, here we are with this beautiful document, and we've got a principal and we've got four assistant principals. And I'm not calling out Cottonwood necessarily because this is the same wherever you go, but basically I'm just wondering if this is the system that we've created to get the results that we're getting. So that is a famous saying by somebody I can't remember right now. I'll put it in the blog later. But he said, systems are created to get the results that they're getting. They're perfectly designed for the results that they're getting. And so I would say that high schools are perfectly designed to get the results that they're getting. So with five administrators, with five leaders who have a great amount of knowledge and expertise and training, we're not even getting half of our kids to proficiency on any subject area. So how well is this working, or how well are we using these people's expertise? Because I think our administrators spend a whole lot of time in high school doing discipline. I know that's really all I did when I was there, and there's really no expectation that administrators are going to provide instructional leadership to teachers. I went into some classrooms when I was an assistant principal for a period of time, but the teachers were um, I didn't feel like it was my place to provide feedback. And like I said, I just don't think that expectation has been established in high schools that teachers are going to receive feedback. A lot of administrators are afraid at the high school level, at the secondary level, to provide feedback because they think that they don't have the expertise. If it's a chemistry teacher, if it's a higher math teacher, or if it's a physics teacher, I don't know how to teach those things. I don't know that subject matter, so I better not provide any feedback. But I'm going to add on to this in just a minute. My time is about to run down. So I'm going to tell you this conversation is to be continued in my next video. So hope to see you there.